How's it going, everyone? My name is Cormac Hunts McCarthy. This is Casey McRae, and we are Masela Dental. Imagine you're meeting someone for the first time. What's your initial impression of this person if they were to have no teeth? Now, like most, I too am guilty of forming the wrong first impression of this person. Currently, there's about 35 million people suffering from edentalism for the loss of teeth in the U.S. alone today. Now, this is about 11% of the U.S. population. This number is even greater in developing countries without a modern healthcare system. Now, although 35 million people are suffering from edentalism, only 15% are buying current denture solutions. Why is that, you might ask? Well, 65% of these people are below the poverty line. These people often battle unemployment and have a hard time finding a job as well due to their condition. However, the greatest obstacle that we must overcome is the cost. Current dentures are very expensive. A quality set will cost between $4,500 and $8,000. The reason for this is current dentures use a very complex manufacturing process, are also very labor intensive to make. We've conducted a few interviews with some dentists, and making dentures continues to be one of their least favorite procedures due to the low profit margins, the high number of repeat office visits right after the patient actually gets their dentures, and just general patient dissatisfaction with the fit at the end of the procedure. Masela Dental was formed with one simple mission in mind, and that was to create a low-cost denture solution that can be affordable to the millions suffering with no viable options.
And we plan to target this problem right at the heart. By simplifying and retooling the entire manufacturing process, we will be able to create a low-cost denture solution that is available to the people who need it most. By leveraging additive manufacturing technology, we will be able to create a customized product in a single process run. We will be operating at the forefront of new technology, pushing the limits of 3D printing to develop this novel solution. And to get this done, we're going to use existing technology such as 3D intraoral scanning. The benefit of this technology is it allows us to create a 3D image of the patient's mouth using high-resolution scans, import these scans into the computer, and then print our dentures with little to no change in the existing infrastructure. By utilizing the infrastructure that's made available to us, we're able to keep the price extremely low. Based upon our calculations, we're able to offer a full set of dentures to the patient at a cost of only $500. That's 10% of the cost of the average set of dentures. Now, additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, allows us to create a solid part without the need to manufacture any tool or die. The significance of this is that the cost of the tool or die is usually several orders of magnitude greater than the cost of the material or the part itself. In addition, traditional tooling does not allow you to make any changes to the product specifications after the tool has been made. And for small batch medical devices, this is one of your main cost modifiers. With the $10,000 that we requested from DifferenceMaker, we plan to both continue with materials development as well as pursue IP protection. One of the biggest problems facing the 3D printing industry today is that the manufacturers only allow use of proprietary materials in their printers. This forces us to develop an entirely new material to meet our needs. Materials development is time-consuming, labor-intensive, and will require a significant amount of research and development. As such, we've allotted the majority of our budget at $7,500 to go towards materials development. We also realize the importance of a strong IP strategy for the long-term success of this company as well. We have preliminarily begun research on our own, but in the coming months, we'll be looking to meet with patent attorneys, discuss our options, and eventually file for protection. We have some prototypes for you guys to look at as well.
So as you can see, these are two different actual prototypes. One is showcasing the resolution that we can get from the 3D printers today, and the other is really showcasing that we can print two different materials simultaneously.
Questions from our judges?
How do you talk about the demographics in the beginning about people that go to the dentist and people don't go to the dentist. Just because you have a solution, how are you going to get them in the door?
So initially, we're looking at partnering with some dentists to really get our product out there. And we talked to a few dentists that we interviewed, and they all seem very interested in making this possible for these the high number of patients that they have that just can't afford the denture. And dental insurance typically doesn't cover much of the dentures themselves. So for the people that actually can't afford the dentistry, that don't have any dental insurance, we would be looking in the future to create a design that's a kiosk that you can possibly go into a CVS and actually get the scan of your mouth taken there. And then we would be, once that scan is taken, that would be sent to us. We would create the denture and then send it to them in the mail. So it would really streamline the whole process and eliminate the price point that the dentist is actually giving the patients.
Jack?
Love the idea, it's definitely going to happen. The question is, how are you guys going to protect it? What do you have that's patentable here? What's a little distinguishment from what other companies are doing?
So right now, nobody is fully 3D printing an entire denture. So we would have to handle that technology. Right now, 3D printing, although it's come a long way, is still lacking in some of the technology that's needed to make it happen, particularly in materials development. So we would be looking to utilize the empty space within the 3D printing market to really develop our patent strategy around that.
Mark?
Well, that was a long check. That's what, that's the question I was wondering about. What about the existing denture manufacturers? I mean, how can we be sure that they're not working on really, they have filed for that?
So there's actually not a material out there that'll work as the gum-based material. And so that's actually the material that we're going to be working on here at UMass Lowell. And that's really the big problem with the current manufacturers that are thinking about making 3D printable dentures, but they currently can't. That's why there's actually nobody.
You have it wrong.
So we're both plastics engineers. Yep, and so we're going to be, that's what we're going to be using most of the money for is actually material development.
What are the regulatory hurdles related to this?
It is a FDA Class 2 medical device. So basically, we'd be using the 510K route, basically following the footsteps of previous denture manufacturers and utilizing the tests that they have performed to validate this medical device.